What is going on? We are back in the world of Dokkan. But before I say anything about Dokkan, let me just say it is a new year. It is a new time. And as you can see from this beautiful AI art, I love AI art. It's the best. Um, this was my year. Unironically, this was my year. The life with Lambda Alias and a Charizard. Why is that? That's because I spent a ridiculous amount of time making this app. Yes, I'm an app developer now. This took way more time than I really wanted to. It's crazy. If you want to check it out, it is called Poke Restock on the Apple App Store. As a matter of fact, here, I'll give myself a shameless plug. I mean, we got some users. I ain't going to lie to you. We do have some users. We're not making a lot of money right now, but that's okay. It's all right. The money's going to come as soon as everybody goes there and says, this app is so amazing. What is your Venmo so I can Venmo you money? So here you go. This is the app. It's on the App Store. If you want to get Pokemon or One Piece TCG is being added this week in stock alerts, go ahead and check that out. But you know what? I've been neglecting some other things. Okay, this year, I'm not going to lie to you. This year, I've probably worked harder than I've ever worked in my life. And I'm miserable because I hate working hard. I hate being productive. I bought a house, which is ridiculous. I never thought I'd be able to do that. The boomers are not going to be happy about that. Don't let them know. But more importantly, right? And let me actually do this. I hate Apple so much. You don't know how much I do not like. I hate iPhone so much, but I made an app and I was like, listen, the new iPhone looks pretty good. The hardware looks pretty nice. Let me check it out. I'm sorry, dude. If you actually like Apple software, there's something wrong with you mentally. I don't know how people live using Apple, and I've had it long enough where I hate it. Like now I know why I hate it. Before I didn't know why I hated Apple so much. Now it is honestly the worst OS I've ever seen. But it's a new year, new me. We already got the Dragon Stones on Apple, so we can't go to Android right now. Let's go ahead. Let's do the summons. I don't care about this. I don't care about this. This is what I want. Specifically, I want Piccolo and Mr. Gamma 2. This looks fire to me. In my opinion, this looks fire to me. I'm not a huge fan of the Super series, but I did like this movie. The movie was actually pretty good. It was honestly fanfare because like the whole meme is Gohan is a bum, Gohan doesn't train, Gohan is a baby. And eventually I mean, I could have sworn I could have sworn bro had a whole movie and everything, but whatever. Oh, is that it? Oh, okay. The whole meme is that Gohan is a bum, which he is. It was a fun movie. I liked it. In my opinion, Orange Piccolo stole the show. Like, I know Beast Gohan is pretty cool. He is. But Orange Piccolo was so unexpectedly badass, dude. Like, it was really, really good, and I liked it. So I'm gonna summon for Mr. Piccolo and Gamma 2. I'm not a fan of Ultimate Gohan. I know in the movie, you know, you had the Ultimate Gohan, and eventually he becomes Beast Gohan. What the fudge? Did they change Xeno, or is Xeno still your guaranteed D unit you want? Because if that's the case, that's pretty crazy. Again, I've been playing this game, like I play this game almost every day, but it's honestly pretty amazing how much I play this game considering like I've been so busy. But I never forgot about Dokkan. I never forgot about Dokkan, and apparently Dokkan don't forget about me. Dokkan do not forget about me. This guy's not even an LR. I thought he was an LR actually. Whoa! It looks like we got a God Pack, guys. We got a God Pack from Dokkan. I've been playing One Piece TCG. That's pretty much the state of video games. Is that I've now gone to the staple 30 plus. This is some real white people stuff. 30 plus trading card game aficionado. That's me now. I'm officially, my credit score's up. I own a house now. It is what it is. Like I just am a trading card game loser. And I've been playing One Piece. It's actually really fun. It's a shame they don't have an app. I know they have One Piece Treasure Cruise, but it's just not the same. I really think they should make a TCG app, like similar to Dokkan. It'd actually be pretty fun. And if I'm not mistaken, doesn't Bandai make this game too? Damn, Bandai. Oh, dude, Bandai makes One Piece TCG. Bandai makes Digimon. Bandai makes Dokkan. Bandai makes Dragon Ball Z, the card game. Bandai, like, how is Bandai not a billion zillion dollar company? They have all this good stuff. So I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't even know what's on this banner. I mean, we got what we needed, and if I was a smart man, I would just give up at this point. But is that what you do? Is that what you're supposed to do when Dokkan gives you a blessing? You just leave? I think what we got to do is we're gonna go here because we just got ridiculously lucky. Obviously, that's not gonna happen again. So let's go here. We'll have a terrible summon. We'll go back. We'll have an okay summon, and then we'll come back here. You know, it's just logic. You know, it's a logical thing to do here. Let's see. We have Vegeta, Trunks holding Videl, Goten, and Piccolo. Ironically enough, this is a pretty good summon animation, but I think the combination actually ruins it because think about it. You have Videl, or not Videl, you have Trunks and that creepy woman who, if you pay attention to the anime, technically, Mai was an adult. She got sent back in time and technically became 10 years old, even though she was really like 40 plus. And then as she got older, she was like girlfriends with Trunks. So you have a 50-year-old woman who's a girlfriend with Trunks when he's like 10 or something like that. I'm not even joking. And then once they get to the same age, she's at that point like 80 years old and he's like 20 something. It's a weird Benjamin Button type of situation. Extremely weird. I don't know why they decided to do that. I get it's like a whole meme and stuff, but like, I don't know, man. It got weird, man. They really know how to do weird stuff in anime. Like, they know how to pick and choose, like, the real weirdo stuff. But with that being said, I mean, it's a smorgasbord of summons. I feel like this is going to be bad just because Goten is there. I've never, unless it's Goten and Trunks, it's usually pretty trash, in my opinion. No way. We just pull, is this the unit? I don't know. I can't tell if that's the old Gamma 2 or the new Gamma 2. I honestly cannot tell. This guy's goated. This guy's so good. That Goku is literally amazing. All right, let's see. We have Towa, who is not really doing much. Is this the unit? Am I slow or something? Like, is this the unit? No, it's not. It's not. No, I was about to say that'd be crazy if we got the unit, one summon from each. That'd be crazy work. That wasn't too bad. So let's do another one. I'm probably gonna just do the freeze, and then I don't know what to do after that. I don't know if the New Year's summon is actually good or not. It's like 200 Dragon Stones for something that's guaranteed, but I don't know. I feel like this year, other than Super Baby Vegeta, there's no one else I really would want, honestly. Like, this guy is just fan service. Like, Orange Piccolo is that guy. Like, he's just a handsome gentleman, and I want him, and I got him. I mean, I got him first summon, so I can't complain. But other than that, I mean, I don't know. I've been paying attention, and I'm not really seeing anything I miss. So that was a pretty arguably bad summon. So let's go back here, because I'd rather get a dupe of Piccolo than one copy of the Gohan and the other guy. Oh my Yamcha. Whenever Yamcha comes, it spells disaster. Unless it's Tien, Chiaotzu, and Yamcha, bro is a brick. Brother is not making it. But yeah, I've been playing Dokkan, even though I've been extremely busy, even though I've let some things that I used to do fall by the wayside, and by that I mean the gym. I haven't been to the gym since August of this year. I'm very upset about that, but at the same time, I have like really dedicated myself to working on this application, so much so that I would spend on average, I would do at least 4 hours every 3 or 4 weekday. So it just became an obsession for me where I was trying to get the app off the ground. I was trying to do different things. And by the time I spent so much time on the app, I just obsessed about it in an unhealthy way. I just didn't go to the gym. I just kind of got completely sucked in. Is this guy new or is this the... I think that is new, actually. I think that is new. I got completely sucked in and busy. Where from May of this year until pretty much a month ago, I was just working on the release of the app and the different pieces of the app. And now for the past 3 months, I've been working on the business side because the app was making literally $0. Now it's making at least some money. This guy's badass. Wow, he's new. Okay. Bro was new. I forgot to lock up the other guys. I honestly have not summoned on this game in so long, so I forgot you're supposed to be locking people up because God forbid you sell someone by accident, you're gonna have to call Bandai support and beg them, please, I'm so sorry, please. Yeah, so from May until now, I've been working on the app very, very heavily. And actually, what's pretty crazy is like I've been so busy. Like, I don't know, for me, it's kind of a weird thing where whenever I'm working on an app or working on a side project, it takes up so much of my time and headspace. And it's kind of weird where like I don't want to do anything else. Like I like going out with friends, I like seeing them, but when I'm working on the application and there's like a feature or something to be finished, I was kind of got like this whenever I would do job interviews too. Whenever I was like in the middle of a job interview and I was just doing that, I just wanted to do that and nothing else. It's kind of like a mixed bag because like you do get a little bit more productivity, but you're kind of sacrificing your time in other ways. And like, you know, my friends noticed, like they were like, oh, are you good? You know, it seems like you're pretty salty, which is kind of true. I didn't really show it. I don't know. I guess they just know me better than I know me because, nice, that's a W. Just because, I don't know, I wasn't really rude or I wasn't really off-putting, but I guess I was just more distant than usual, which is fair considering that, I mean, I'm working on something in my free time and whatever time I have is dedicated to that. But it's one of those things where, you know, you kind of can't have it be an obsession because honestly, me sacrificing, Gohan and Piccolo flying is a W, by the way, me sacrificing so much time where like, I gave up on going to the gym, I gave up on pretty much making any YouTube videos. It's been a while since I made YouTube videos. I mean, obviously on this channel, I've kind of gone the route of every once in a while I'll make a video, and by every once in a while I mean yearly. But on my main channel I used to make a video every week. You know, it was pretty good. I still intend to... Is this the unit? I think it is, because it's AGL Gohan. Damn, that's like a jump scare. I'm not gonna lie. that really is a jump scare. I don't know why he looks so weird. He looks very odd. Because I thought that was the Phi Gohan, and then I saw his AGL. Yeah, I haven't made videos. I've been wanting to make videos. I haven't made, I haven't gone to the gym since August, like I said, and that was mostly just because of the fact that I bought a house. I bought a house in like June, July. Or no, I bought a house in June, and then it wasn't until August that I moved in. So then once I got the house, man, this year was crazy. Like, I don't know, man. This year was like insane, the amount of stuff I did. Like, I got a house, and then after I got a house, I had to like do so much work to clean it, fix it. I paid someone to do most of the work, but like even recently I've been like installing heating upstairs. It's not like duct work or anything, but it takes time. It takes like an hour. It took me like 2 hours yesterday to put 2 heating pieces, and then I have to do 2 more, and I have to test it out to make sure because I want to try to rent out my second floor. I have like a small second floor, and you know, although I got a house, although the boomers are upset about that, my interest rate for my mortgage is 7.2%, which is a holy shit mortgage. I probably will try to refinance in the future. I don't know when or where or when, but I will try. But that mortgage is killing me, and I definitely want to get someone to rent my upstairs. That way it helps with the mortgage, because right now I reduce the amount of money I put in my 401k. I reduce the amount of money I do with like stock buy-ins with my company, which is not great because, you know, I'm basically sacrificing money from the future. But at the same time, I'm shook because my mortgage is gigantic, and I don't know. I don't want to dip into savings too much. I don't know which one to pick, actually, between these two. There's a red Dokkan coin and there's a green one. And this one says 3 rounds are guaranteed to recruit 1 character who debuted in 2025. And I guess one is for Carnival and one is for Dokkan Fest. So who's the Carnival? So I have him already. He's pretty good. I have her. She's pretty good. I have him. I don't have him. I kind of don't really want him. I didn't even know bro existed. I hate... This guy's the biggest fraud of 2024, dude. Like, this guy was a genuine fraud. This guy did not come in 2025, dude, right? I don't think so. He's been a fraud for a minute. He's... not gonna lie, bro. This lineup is terrible, bro. Like, let me look at the lineup over here. Hold on. I never got you. I would like you. I never got you. I would like you. I never got you. I would like you. I never got you. Oh, actually, I did get you one time. This guy, I have him. This guy, I don't know where he came from. This guy, I don't have him. Let's go with this one because I don't have a lot of these guys that are featured. So let's do this. We'll do 1, one 5 steps here, which would be 50, 100, 150, 180, 200. And then we'll call it quits because honestly, like, the game blessed us. We got the unit from here, which I wanted most, literally first summon. And then we got the unit from here from the free summon. So, you know, this is a great indication. Usually I do feel this way. The worse my life is in real life, the better it is in Dokkan. So maybe that's the equation here. Maybe I just need to be miserable, and then Dokkan will be like, oh wow, this is really great. Here you go, congrats. But I'm not miserable. Miserable is not the right word. I think I'm just I'm overstimulated. I'm overworked. I bite off way more than I can chew. I do this at my job too, where like I know I can't do something, but I tried just to make sure I can't do it, and then I can't do it, and then I'm like, damn, I can't do that, even though I knew I couldn't do it. But I was like, damn, can I do it? Can I? And it's like, no, I can't, but I try anyway. Which is not good in the corporate world, because in the corporate world, everything is about like under-promising and over-delivering. So I'm definitely going to try to do that in 2026, where I'm basically a corporate shill, where I'm never really putting anything that's like a wire on the wire or like a buzzer beater. Everything should be well planned and well organized. That way, you know, either way, I mean, like, in my opinion, I feel like I survived 4 layoffs so far, and the 5th one probably gonna get me, so I can't be overworking too much. At work, I would say, like, even though it's been extremely busy, there's a lot of things to do, I still feel less anxious than I did at Amazon. That might be a mental thing, because, nice, this guy's pretty cool. I don't have any of him, I don't think anyway. He looks pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know if it's a mental thing, but I just don't feel as afraid at my company now than I did at Amazon. Amazon, I was always afraid I was going to get fired, because like that's the meme. The meme is like, oh, you go to Amazon and you don't work enough and you get fired. So I was always afraid of that. So, you know, I feel like my manager's pretty cool. My new manager, I switched teams this year. I feel like my manager's manager is pretty cool. I feel like the people I work with are nice. I don't know, though. I really do feel like right now would be a great time to switch jobs, just because I could dump so much responsibility and get, like, a new job. And, you know, the first 6 months of a new job is kind of learning stuff and going through the motions. But at the same time, I think what I'm doing in my job is going to be W. I actually wanted this guy when he dropped, but I did not bother with his banner because I knew I would get him in this one. So that's the thing. You know, you got to sometimes save the W for later. Yeah, I mean, right now I am learning a lot. Like, I don't know. At work, the thing that's draining me is, like, I have to be, like, a fake manager. I have to tell people what work to do. I have to plan things. I got to do different things that are kind of more managerial in terms of telling people what to do. And I kind of actually have to tell people what to do and just put it on the list and then tell managers that if they're not doing it, they should do it. It's pretty weird. I don't like it. I hate it, actually. I mean, it's part of being more senior, but it's... I don't know. I don't know, dude. I really would love to, like, go to a magical job, which doesn't exist anymore. Back in the day, people would say, like, oh, I want to go work at Google. And when I work at Google, it's going to be so amazing. Is it you are already? Huh. Damn, that gave me PTSD. Do you remember in Dokkan when you could get an SSR and what the SSR was an Awaken SR? Do you remember that? Those were some dark times, dude. Wow, those were some dark times. Is this some foreshadowing for the Dragon Ball Super anime? I'm really upset that they still did not start the Dragon Ball Super anime yet, dude. Like, that, honestly, in my opinion, the upcoming manga in Dragon Ball Super is better than everything that was in Super already. Like, hands down. Like, really, really, really good. The whole Moreau arc actually sucked me in. I really wanted to bring back the anime, but... yeah, I mean, work has been hectic. Life has been hectic. I definitely feel like for the next year coming, never mind the next year, this week, I gotta just take control of my schedule. I mean, I still am working on an app. I literally just launched or am launching One Piece TCG. What's going to come with that is, like, with new products that come out with One Piece, it's going to have to alert for, you know, when it's in stock on Target, Walmart, etc. Obviously, I kind of want to do my best there, but at the same time... okay. That's pretty weird that it's just awakened like that. I mean, that's a W. In my opinion, this is actually a very good LR. He's extremely good. But how do you Didn't they remove the reversal system, right? So how do you do it now? How do you like give him the dupes and stuff? Not sure. I like this Gohan a lot though. The Trunks and Kid Gohan, I mean Kid Goten, or my power level go up. The Kid Goten are kind of hit or miss, but I like the Gohan a lot. I feel like he's one of the better adult Gohans in the game. Actually, you know what? Honestly, I think I will do another 200 just because it's New Year's and I'm feeling lit. In my opinion, I got what I wanted. That Gohan is one of the units from this year that I did want. Yeah, after this, I should actually look and see if I can buy a unit. That might actually be better. That's like for One Piece TCG. Like I said, I've been playing One Piece. I've been buying the packs. Lately, the packs have become way too expensive because Pokemon scalpers moved from Pokemon to One Piece because of the anniversary that came out recently. As a result of that, it became a lot more expensive. But even before the recent hype, the One Piece PRB 2, which was like it's kind of like what I'm doing right now. It literally. So what this New Year's anniversary set is that you're getting old units that everybody wanted or you may have missed, and it's kind of like at a discounted rate because you have a higher chance of getting it. That's literally what PRB 2. It was the premium booster re-release or something like that. And what it is that nice. That's W. That's actually a gigantic W. And what it is that you get, it's like a best of set. So like all the good units from the past, you just get it. But the thing is, the box at retail is $100, but it was reselling on release for like $160, which I didn't buy. Now it's probably like 200 plus. And there's certain units and cards that are in that set that you might as well just go buy like individually because the box is 100. The sleeves are about $5 and change if you can actually find it in the store, which is impossible. I ended up buying like 4 or 5 blister packs, and I ended up not getting really anything that I wanted. And I was like, listen, I spent what? 5 times 5. So I spent like either 25, 30 bucks on things that I didn't want. So I was like, I'll just buy the card that I want. There was only one card in that set that I really wanted, which was Marco. He was $18, which was pretty expensive, but in my opinion, it's worth it because he's a brand new card. So that's pretty good. That's the only thing that I didn't like is that card was actually really hard to pull and it was expensive, but I feel like it was worth it in my opinion because I use Ace and Nougat deck. I use the new Ace deck. I don't have Roger, so I'm not a Roger guy. I'm more of a traditional Whitebeard type of player. Although I took a lot of Whitebeard cards out of Ace because Ace just doesn't operate the same as like Red Blue Marco or Ace and Nougat. Like you kind of need a lot of 2K counters in his deck. So it is pretty much unironically like I didn't want it to be, but after playing and doing more and more, it literally is pretty much like a copy paste meta deck minus Roger for the most part. This looks like an identical summon to what I did last time, but whatever. So I play Ace and Nougat. Ace. Red Blue Marco is probably my favorite deck. Red Blue Marco was the first deck I ever built. And I think when you first play One Piece TCG, it's a very fun game. In my opinion, I have not watched all of One Piece. It's like impossible to not watch One Piece, but I obviously have not watched all of it. I'm not up to speed. I mean, I've seen enough spoilers to, I know where things are and I know different information. But I played it with my friends, and it's actually really fun because if you ever played, Hearthstone or something similar to that, it's very similar where you have, characters who are blocker characters, or you have characters that can attack on the turn they were summoned, or you have characters that are, really big and hard to get out. You got to try to protect your life because the way the game works is that you usually have anywhere from 3 to 5 life. And if your opponent hits you 5 times directly, he'll take all of your life, and then one more, and you'll lose. So the whole game is kind of trying to... Oh, okay, that was the finale. So the whole game is kind of trying to figure out a way. So let's see what we can actually buy. The whole game is trying to figure out a way to either go for Hey. What is this? I don't know what this is. I'll get it though. I don't know what it is. True? False? Did I play myself? Huh. I'm assuming that there was a question that was being asked and you need to get the ticket that's right in order to get the prize, and I might have just messed up. Let me see. You know, that's one of the best things to do is to read things after the fact. So let's go to news and let's go to quiz. Quiz. Oh, okay. What's the question? Question. Happy New Year 2026 Dokkan Quiz. In the 1 month period from 11/6/2025 to 12/16 PS2, player worldwide spent over 10 trillion zenny. Oh. How to participate? Trade it for the answer ticket you think is correct at Baba Shop. Oh. Okay. Interesting. It's a 10 trillion zenny, huh? I'd say yeah. You know what? I actually would say yeah. That's a crazy amount, but I'd say yeah. The reason being, to awaken an LR costs 1 trillion, so 10 people got to do that, and then that's it. You did it. 10 trillion. But yeah, no, the One Piece TCG is very fun. I like it very much. It's a very fun game. It's very similar to Hearthstone. I've played Yu-Gi-Oh! In the past. It's nothing like Yu-Gi-Oh! That's another thing that's good about it. Like, dude, you can suck at that game and like you get to play the game. Like for example, with Yu-Gi-Oh! If you suck, dude, you get bodied, bro. Like, you get destroyed and you don't even get to play the game. Like, I legit would only win in the past because I would make like a Blue Eyes like Jihad deck where the way it works is that X number of dragons that are in the graveyard. Eventually, I had I think it was Blue Eyes. I forget what the name. Star Dream Dragon, whatever. And the whole like gimmick is that dragon, when a Blue Eyes dies, you special summon it. And after you special summon it, you do 500 life point damage per dragon that's in your graveyard to your opponent. And I did that, and that was it. That was the only way I ever won, and it was literally only because I was playing against one of my friends who is like really good at Yu-Gi-Oh! And they didn't ash certain things, they didn't stop certain things. That was like the one win ever. So it's kind of not worth playing Yu-Gi-Oh! In my opinion, because it's such a sweaty game. You never get an opportunity to do anything. But with I already got this Goku, so I was about to buy him, but I already got him. This guy's goated. But with One Piece, like, you really do get to play. Like, there definitely is annoying metas. Like right now it's just the anniversary, and the meta right now is pretty annoying. Just because like it's pretty tough to overcome certain things. Like Ace, if he has the right cards, is very, very aggressive and very, very hard to defend against. Emu, who, if you don't know, is probably the most annoying drainer because he has a lot of consistency for like summoning blocker characters very easily. And then the last but not least is Zoro, who people make fun of and say is brain dead, which he is. But it's fun. Dude, it's a fun game. Like, it's unironically very fun. I'm gonna go to the pre-release next week. That's what I'm hoping to do. And that will be that. But One Piece became extremely expensive because Pokemon scalpers moved over to it. And it seems like there's not much you can do other than hope, pray, and get lucky that when you walk into Target, like, things are in stock. By the way, I think I took an L and I forgot to buy something with my Dragonstone, I think. Look, he did. But in general, I mean, I like the app. People seem to really like it. I mean, if you go on Twitter, let me go to Twitter real quick. I put out like a post basically saying that, hey, you know, this One Piece TCG is coming out, blah, blah, blah. I made a post about it on Reddit as well. Reddit, my DMs was blowing up on Reddit. As you can see, we even got more DMs now, basically people saying that they want to join the open beta. So it definitely has interest. It definitely has people who want to check it out. For me right now, the problem is like I'm trying to balance monetization and then giving the most to users, because honestly, like, I've just been hemorrhaging money and like I don't really make any money. Just recently I started putting affiliate links, so like if you actually use the app and check it out, like the whole point is like, hey, you know, there's some thing that's in stock at Walmart or whatever, and then when you click on the link, it's actually an affiliate link, and if you buy something, I'll make a percentage of money. It's me. My friend also has like some involvement with it. Basically, he's He's the one who basically told me to make this. He's like, listen, Pokemon's so hard to find. Like, if you make this, I think it'll be good. I can market it, because he has a Discord where he does this already. Like, he basically helps people get Pokemon, and then they pay a membership fee. And that's the idea with this app as well, is that in the future, like, once there's enough users, it'll be like a membership fee kind of thing, where it's like a monthly subscription, where it's like, hey, if you want to use this app and have premium features, you pay like $3 or $4 a month. But it's far away from that. I mean, it definitely needs more pieces and more things involved before it becomes paid. And on top of that, that's more development work, and I don't have the time for it. So right now, the affiliate links, they're doing okay-ish. Pokemon's next set is Ascended Heroes. Hopefully people participate, like it, and, you know, buy a bunch of Pokemon, and it seems like Target is the best thing when it comes to affiliate links in terms of percentage. And hopefully, maybe in 2026, first 4 months, maybe enough money will be made to cover the cost from the last year, because I've just been paying money for AWS, and I've been paying money for marketing. I've been paying money for new equipment, because in order to create an Apple application, you literally need to own a Mac machine. You cannot do it with Windows. It's so lame. They don't let you make the app and build it on Windows. You have to have a physical Mac. So I bought a Mac, and I bought an iPhone. I bought the new iPhone. I'm not gonna lie to you, the hardware is beautiful. The phone looks beautiful. I like it in simplistic terms, but there's things that I just notice on a day-to-day that make me hate the phone. I don't like simple typing. I know that's gonna sound crazy, but like something as simple as copy paste on Android, it is the same every single time. You long hold, and then the cursor pops up and you get to select. With iPhone, I've noticed I long hold, I don't see select all. I tap, I see select all. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I hate the voice to text. I notice on Android it's a lot better. Like if I'm leaving an Instagram comment or texting someone voice to text, Android is way better. iPhone is not great. iPhone autocorrect was so annoying. I disabled it. It was so wrong so much that I was like, you suck. I'm gonna disable you. You're terrible. And then the big thing with iPhone, obviously, is like it's harder to sideload stuff. Like right now, I sideloaded YouTube Music, and it's annoying because like every week I need to go and like re-sideload it because it's a bootlegged YouTube Music. I ain't paying $130 a year for YouTube Music. That's crazy. And I tried YouTube Music with ads. That was also unbearable. So I had to just get rid of it. In general, I like iPhone. It looks very nice, but I will never probably ever buy another iPhone. I literally did it for the main motivation being that the hardware looked really nice. The camera is amazing. And I'm developing an application because before this, I would just go steal my family's iPhones and like load my app onto it, and then I would have no time to test it. It's just not a good test environment. So I have an iPhone now. It is not as good as Android in my opinion, OS wise. Hardware wise, it shits on Android. Android's hardware is dog shit. Google needs to get their shit together and stop making subpar like phones. Samsung is like the echelon of hardware when it comes to Android, but Google really needs to try better because their software is always the best, but then their hardware is sometimes lacking. iPhone's charging is exemplary, absolutely exemplary. I'd say, in my opinion, if you're not a developer, if you're a pretty like normal person, if you're just like using the phone very basically, I would say iPhone is really good for simplistic terms, but then for like development and I mean, I develop for iOS no matter what, because like iOS is like there's more people that use iOS in certain areas, so you kind of have to do both. This app that I made exists on Android and it exists on iOS. Is for both. I love Android. I cannot get enough of Android, but I get it. Like iPhone is definitely like the UI is better. The UI is more simple. It looks cleaner. The presentation is better, but under the hood, I'm telling you, bro, like I'm telling you, if Apple UI, UX, and hardware were to merge with Google's software engineers, that would be the best phone ever made. Like, that would be beautiful because Google, their software just works. Their software is amazing. Their software isn't always the best because their project managers suck and they basically like don't know how to present things. Because I'll be honest with you, there's certain things in iPhone that just make sense. And I just think to myself, like, damn, it's crazy. Because, like, I guess a good example of it would be Apple Maps, where Apple Maps has things that like, are very good. Like, on TomTom, if you ever used it, like, when you're taking an exit on the highway, it'll zoom in on the exit. It'll be very clear where to go. Google Maps, it just, like,
you know where to go. Like, it'll be a straight, there'll be like 3 ways to go. It'll be a fork in the road, and then Google's line will be very ambiguous and be like, you know what to do. Apple, so much better in my opinion, but Google's routes are actually better. So Google mathematically will give you a better route, and Apple aesthetically, it'll be easier to read and see and know where you're going. So it's like, how about you merge? How about that? How about you go together and make something better? And it's like, I mean, Apple already kind of did that, because with Apple like Intelligence, it uses ChatGPT. Apple did not even try, which is smart, because it would have been shit. Just like how when they tried to originally make like their own like Apple Maps only and not Google Maps, and then people said they're so bad and they had to allow Google Maps. But I'm rambling. I have to say it's been a good experience this year. This year has flown by. This year has been so fast. Between buying a house, building a business, I mean, it technically is a business. I had to get an LLC. I had to do all this. That's the thing too with an app. It's like, dude, I had to get an LLC just so my private information was not on the app. If you do not get an LLC, your name and home address are on the App Store. That's crazy. So I built a business. I got a house. And I'm still working. I'm not unemployed. I've survived layoffs so far. It's been an extremely busy year. I'm very thankful and very happy. It's one of those things where me personally, I find it very hard to balance my time, and very often I will feel like if I don't have enough things going on, I feel like I'm not doing anything. And then if I have too many things going on, like this year I definitely bit off way more than I could chew. I feel overwhelmed. So I think I'm gonna have to be a little bit more strict on my time and the way that I spend it, where like, yeah, I'm working on an app. Not everything is an emergency. Not every feature is an emergency. With this One Piece feature, I pretty much spent all of Christmas and the past week working on it. It honestly was not that draining, because so many people reached out on Reddit and Twitter and were like, oh, I really want this. I really want to have One Piece alerts. I'm excited about this. I'm like, wow, I'm actually like building something for someone to use. And if anyone is out there, if you ever made an application, you'll know the hardest thing is to have users actually use your stuff, because like right now, I think I don't know if it's still live. In the past, I worked on a website called topdealalerts.com, right? Right now, it's just like Pokemon restocks. It's not really what it used to be. And it was tough, bro. Like, nobody cared. Nobody wanted to use it. But like now, it's like I actually have this application. It's being used, and like it's been a very good experience. It's been very cool. Like, the technology I've used has been cutting edge. A little too much cutting edge, because one month AWS was charging me like $800 for some Redis cache I was using. I had to get off that, go back to S3. But it's been a good experience, man. It's been a good experience. It's very cool. It's been a good learning experience. And professionally, this actually, unironically, is pretty good interview prep, because this took a lot of design choices. I understand kind of data enrichment better. I understand user interactions better, millisecond time for notifications better. Like, and I use a Redis cache, which I never really used before, and I kind of understand the power behind it. It's essentially a gigantic hash map, and you want to refresh it and cycle it daily in order to have precise and very fast lookups, which is good. I mean, honestly, that's good experience. I mean, at my job, I do a lot of things that are non-AWS or Azure focused, because I'm literally on the bare metal. So this was very good experience. I mean, I cannot complain. I definitely feel like the only thing I'm upset about this year is that I did not stay consistent in the gym after August. After August, I just couldn't do it. The time was not there. But it's a new year. It's new opportunities. And no matter what you do, there's always some type of a sacrifice involved. If you spend more time in the gym, you might have less time on your business. If you spend more time on your business, you might have less time with friends and family. And life's all about balance. It's all about moderation. You want to try to have it all. You want to have your cake and eat it too. And you can do that if you eat your cake slowly and then buy another cake. And by the time that cake comes, you're not done eating your cake yet. It's like you have a cake and you're still eating it. So when you think about it like that, or actually don't think too much, don't think about it. Not thinking is what makes the most sense. I think that is the path forward. I definitely am excited for the year to come. I feel like for me personally, money isn't a great motivator, as crazy as that sounds. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, this mortgage is motivating the shit out of me to like get someone upstairs and like rent it out and be careful with my money. But Like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the biggest motivation for me is not seeing like money come out of this, because if it was, I probably would have stopped. I'm not making much. By making much, I mean making anything, because I'm negative right now. I'm negative thousands because I had to spend money just to get the ball rolling. But man, like all the people reaching out, I'm like, oh wow, I really want this thing. I can like get notifications for One Piece and Pokemon, and in the future probably gonna add like Magic the Gathering, and probably gonna add maybe Digimon. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I bought a Digimon starter pack, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. I might have to get on the Digimon wave, bro, because I like Digimon. I think it's cool. If it's a similar TCG style to One Piece, I might try it out. I'm definitely a One Piece diehard just because I like the game a lot. But Digimon, yo, you know what I mean? If it's affordable and it's on sale, I might be able to try it out. Because so far I got 2 starter decks. I got the Garurumon starter deck, and then I got I think it's the Agumon, like Final Evolution starter deck. But either way, I mean, this year's been eventful. I mean, I picked up a new hobby with One Piece TCG. Unfortunately, another thing I am a little bit upset about, but it is what it is. Like, life's all about compromise and balance, but I have not been able to make a lot of videos. I would definitely like to do that, but at the same time, with a full-time job, I just bought a house, I have a business I'm trying to run, like, there's only so many things I can do, and it kind of sucks. I mean, like, I still make videos, and I still upload stuff, but it's just not as much as I'd like to. But, it is what it is. I definitely want to try to be more strict with my time. Maybe I need to just, I don't know, have a more strict schedule, because I was thinking to myself just the other day, like, I'm going to start implementing a system where, like, if I don't go to the gym by, like, 7 p.m., I'm just not going. Because last year, I would go to the gym at, like, 9 p.m., 10 p.m. Sometimes I'll go midnight. And, like, yeah, sometimes I'll eke out a win and eke out a little bit of a session. And then, like, sometimes I would, like, wake up the next day with 6 hours of sleep, which is shit. Like, 6 hours of sleep is not good at all. And it's kind of like unnecessary, and it's just not a good use of my time. So I definitely want to try to be more strict on my time and try to be able to accomplish everything I want to do. And also, I think I have to be more realistic in terms of like shaving off things that, for example, I'm not going to spend as much time as I did on the business last year, this year, but at the same time, it's been established to a degree, at least technologically wise. Like, there's still some marketing involved. There's still some new additions. There's still some different things, but technologically, it's pretty sound. If I do need to add new features in the future, it should be extensions of what's already there. And I think that this year was pretty formative. This was a big year. I feel like this year was like a big deal, because I basically decided to take another risk with a business with my friend, because in the past we had tried to do something similar, but it didn't work out because it just was not popular and it didn't matter. But it seems like so far they were right to say that, like, this is very popular. Like, people are very interested in buying Pokemon for MSRP. They want to get an alert. They want to look at it. Same thing with One Piece, where, like, you can't really find it easily online. You kind of got to know where to look and what stores have it, and then knowing when it's in stock. Like, you'll always, like, even for me, like, my goal is to, once this app is stabilized, it has all the features, people are happy, maybe it has a subscription model. Every month it's like $3 to $5, whatever the case may be. It's kind of like in that, you know, final stage. I would honestly like to make another app that is dedicated more to football and football related, like football trading cards maybe. But for me personally, what I'm really interested in is football aesthetics, like football fashion, football fashion mostly, like jerseys, clothing from Adidas, even like maybe not necessarily just football alone, but like, for example, new era merchandise. Like, I don't know, for me, like, I always, like, whenever I want to get a new era thing, I always see an Instagram ad, and it's like too late. Like, it's been 2 or 3 days where the product's been out and I can't get it. And I'm like, bro, like, I tell New Era, like, yo, email me, let me know, let me take a peek. And sometimes I get their emails and sometimes I don't. And I'm like, bro, like, I just want to know what you're restocking. And if I'm interested, I'll look at it. So I feel like for me, in the future, and when I say the future, I'm talking about months in the future, if this app stabilizes and it works out the way I want it to work out, I would love to make another app. But now I'm going to be using the information and knowledge that I already have, so it's not going to take as long to make an app that's more for fashion, like things like either football. I'm thinking I'm going to call it like football aesthetics. And then the core of it is going to be like football jerseys. When I say football, I mean European football, but we can do NFL too, honestly. I mean, at that point, it is what it is. It's kind of like, that's another thing that's annoying to get your hands on. So like things like sports fashion, things that are like in Adidas, Nike, New Balance, where it's like, it's not necessarily going to sell out the same way. Like it ain't going to be as crazy, but it is going to be, useful because dude, I miss so many drops, bro. Like I for real be waiting on things to come out and it never comes out, and I'm like, wow, like how did I miss this when I literally said email me? So I think that'll be an interesting thing to look at. I think that's the thing to look into in the future. But hey, listen, what did I just say? I just said I didn't have enough time last year. I can't just say I want to make another app while still working on this app and then going to the gym and then making content online. You can't do everything. It's impossible. So that's an aspiration and a goal for the end of next year, maybe. But it's something to keep in mind because I definitely would use that. Just like how this One Piece TCG piece, I would use that because it's useful. I would also use the football fashion app, but I'm rambling. We took a W in Dokkan. I will probably more than likely not summon on anything for a long while now. And I will just say that I've had a very busy year. It's been a very busy time, but it's been good. It's been very good. And honestly, if I could go back in time, if I could change anything in this year, I don't think I would change anything. A lot of the conclusions are very good. I think that a lot of things are positive. And obviously, there's things that I could have done a little bit better in terms of time management and scheduling. But hey, we got another year to try it out. We got another year to go through. There's always more obstacles to face. And now we're going to face it with a little bit more experience and a little bit more knowledge. So let's do it. Let's get it done and let's lock and load and get this year done and dusted. Not too quickly though, because 2025 went by very fast. I would like 2026 to be a little bit more mellow and a little bit more slow. And I definitely, here's a big thing. I definitely want to enjoy this summer a lot more than I did last summer. Last summer, I was working on the app a lot. I would make sacrifices a lot. And then the days that I wanted to go for a bike ride, it was raining and it kind of ruined the whole day. I definitely am going to make a dedication to myself that if the weather is nice and I'm feeling right and I'm feeling healthy, I'm definitely going for a bike ride for a few hours and fuck the app. Business can wait. I need some bike rides in my life because I didn't get enough last year.